Evan and Ethan grew up in a warm, loving home filled with laughter and care. Their father was a dedicated doctor, always helping others, and their mother was a kind schoolteacher who filled their home with patience and love. To anyone who saw them, Evan and Ethan were just like any other brothers, playful, close, and inseparable. But there was a truth hidden quietly in their past. Evan was not their biological son. Years ago, before Ethan was born, the couple had come across a small boy sitting by the roadside. He looked no older than 5. His clothes were torn, his face dusty, and his eyes held a sadness no child should ever carry. They approached him gently and asked what was wrong. Through tears, the boy shared his story. His father had died in an accident when he was just 2 years old. A few years later, his mother fell ill and passed away too. With no relatives to care for him, he had been left to survive on the streets, alone in a world too big for him. The couple's hearts broke. Without hesitation, they took him home. They bathed him, gave him clean clothes, warm food, and something he hadn't felt in a long time, a sense of belonging. That day became the happiest day of Evan's life. A year later, they were blessed with another son. They named him Ethan. From the moment Ethan was born, Evan loved him deeply. He cared for him, protected him, and played with him like a true older brother. As they grew, their bond only became stronger. They laughed together, studied together, and shared every little moment of life. To Evan, Ethan was not just a brother. He was his whole world. But everything changed one day. While going through some old documents, Ethan accidentally discovered the truth. Evan was adopted. The realization shook him. Slowly, doubts crept into his heart. "He's not my real brother," he thought. His behavior began to change. The warmth in his voice faded, replaced by distance and coldness. He stopped sharing things, avoided spending time with Evan, and sometimes even ignored him completely. Evan noticed, but he never complained. He only smiled quietly, hiding the pain in his heart. Then one day, everything took a sudden turn. Ethan fell seriously ill. At first, it seemed like a normal fever, but his condition worsened rapidly. Doctors ran tests, and the news that followed left the family shattered. Ethan needed an urgent bone marrow transplant to survive. The chances of finding a match were low. Both parents were tested, but neither matched. Time was running out. Seeing his parents helpless and Ethan lying weak in the hospital bed, Evan made a decision without telling anyone. He quietly got himself tested. Days later, the results came. Evan was a perfect match. When the doctor shared the news, the room fell silent. Ethan, weak and pale, looked at Evan with tears in his eyes. "Why? Would you do this for me?" he whispered, his voice trembling. Evan smiled softly, the same warm smile he had always had. "Because you're my brother," he said, "and I don't need blood to prove that." Those words broke something inside Ethan. Tears rolled down his cheeks as he realized how wrong he had been. While he had pushed Evan away, Evan had only loved him more. The transplant was successful. Days later, as Ethan slowly recovered, he held Evan's hand tightly. "I'm sorry," he said, his voice filled with regret. "I forgot what really makes us family." Evan gently squeezed his hand. "We never stopped being brothers," he replied. From that day on, nothing came between them again, because they both understood one simple truth. Being brothers is not about sharing the same blood. It's about sharing the same heart.